gym bag packed and ready to go. Cardio in support. I'll always be putting in work, working on your craft, whether it's learning how to trade, whether it's learning how to invest, whether it's learning what you want to do in life. Start with putting in work. Finishing up at the gym. It's another workout down. Now I'm about to go home, bust out the charts, get ready for next week. Now that we back and cleaned up, man, and showered up, listen, guys, I wanted to sit down with you all today and talk to you about two things, okay? I got two things I want to talk, and I'm going to kick it off with revenge trading, and then we're going to transition into stocks I'll be buying and when I'll be buying, okay? I want you guys to know the timeline for a specific reason, all right? But to get to it, guys, for those of you that are trying to trade, whether you're new to trading, whether you've been trading for some time now, listen, guys, I want to talk today about revenge trading, okay? And revenge trading is you have tried your trade, you've done options, okay, and you lost, and without processing why you lost, without reflecting on how you lost, you jump right back in the game to try to get it back. How many of you, matter of fact, before I go any further, how many of you have ever done that? How many of you have caught yourself revenge trading? Okay, I want to talk to you about that and when you're in a slump, okay? Because guys, don't get it twisted, man. I've seen it all in this game, and so that's why I can speak to so much, okay? It's one thing when somebody is talking, it's another thing when somebody has actually done the things that they share, whether I'm retired, whether I've made millions or 2 millions, or whether I've dominated the game in the trading space, okay? It's levels to this, all right? And so I'm talking to you guys for a reason, because I'm talking to you from a place of experience. Revenge trading, guys, is the #1 way to blow up your account, because a lot of times your emotions are out of whack and you're now not even thinking straight, okay? You're going and rushing right back in, not even understanding how you lost the first time, what the market is doing. Are we trending up? Are we trending down? Are we in a chop zone? And do you need to even just take a step back for a moment, okay? These are things you want to avoid, but this is where your emotional intelligence has to be increased. This is where you have to make sure you have your emotions in check, okay? Because if not, Wall Street market makers will gladly take your money, unfortunately, okay, guys? And so this game is unforgiving, but on the flip side of that, it can be a beautiful thing if done right, if you had a process, if you remain disciplined, if you listen to a structured path that takes you from point A to point B, okay? So avoid revenge trading. What happens and how do you end up revenge trading? Say you guys have a small account, and let's just use $5,000 for example. Let's say you lost $300, okay? Now all of a sudden on a small account, 300 might be a huge chunk of what you're trying to do. Now all of a sudden, not only are you trying to make 300 back, you're looking to even supersede that number. And guys, all of these things leads to you doing things you normally wouldn't do when you're operating from the right headspace, okay? And so that's what I want to make sure, if I can, while we're early in the year, okay, try to avoid those things. If you take a loss, here's some things I want you to do. If you take a loss, do me a favor and quickly try to identify how did that happen, okay? After you have done that, reflect on what you could have done differently, okay? If you need to, push your seat back from the desk. Push your seat back so that you can regroup, refocus, and then come back refreshed. Okay, sometimes you have to do that. I showed you guys this morning, guys, that I went to the gym. Oftentimes, whether I'm winning trades or losing trades, I'm at the gym because it helps decompress. It helps me get my mind right and keeps my mind on track. These are things you guys want to do. And if working out isn't your thing, it might be taking a walk. It might be reading a book. It might be listening to some music. It might be meditating. Whatever the case may be, you need to find that thing to help you keep everything on point, okay? That is for a reason, all right? Because revenge trading is the path you don't want to go down in this game, okay? Yeah, it's one thing to take a loss, okay? It's one thing to take a small loss, okay? Small losses keep you in the game. I talked to you guys about that in a couple videos back, okay? Small losses are part of the game, okay? That comes with the territory. Revenge trading, though, that's when you're trying to go and get everything back you ever lost all in one trade, and then before you know it, you lose it all. You blow up your account. You got to start over. You got to join a whole new brokerage account. Things like that. That's what we want to help you guys avoid, okay? So that was on my heart this morning. I was at the gym getting it in, and I try to share that with you guys. Hopefully you like the vlog style. Let me know, was that something, okay, that you guys like? You can do that by making sure this video gets some likes. But with that being said, guys, that leads me to one of my next points. And for me, that is stocks I'll be buying. See, I'm an investor, and I'm a buy and hold long-term investor at my core, okay? So I've been investing for 15 plus years. I'm talking about to reach financial independence, to reach early retirement at a young age in my mid 30s, guys. I've been investing for a long time. So one, it's possible. You can do what I did. Nothing sexy, nothing special, just grinding it out, okay? However, when you have done that, you typically, now you say, let me learn another skill. And that's where the whole trading piece comes. But I'm telling you that for a reason. I'm a long-term buy and hold investor at my core. And then I have learned at a high level to trade with the best, okay? That is something you guys can acquire as well on your journey if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to master your craft. But stocks I'll be buying, guys, during this time is VTI, okay? That is a stock that I'll always dollar cost average into, okay? Some might like VOO, whether you have one or both or one or the other, guys, you're doing good, okay? And during these conditions is when I like to continue to pick up and scoop up more shares of the stock that I like to have my primary source of income, okay? Then, guys, you want to have some blue chip companies, some large cap companies that you know can stand the test of time, has some good balance sheets, has some good cash flow, free cash flow revenue, and low debt, okay? So you want to make sure you got some blue chips that are potentially beaten down, possibly from last year, that are, again, still coming down in their valuations, okay? Still bringing that multiple down some. And then those will be some stocks that you guys might want to pick up on your journey too, okay? So for me, again, I'm going to continue to invest in my dividend stocks, okay? Preferably, even though I teach on Robinhood, you want to do that in a Roth IRA, okay? Because that way it can grow tax-free, all right? When you buy dividend stocks in your Robinhood, that is still income when you get paid out that dividend, okay? Not the end of the world, and if it's a low amount, it won't really make a difference like that. But I'm talking about when you get to this level that I'm speaking from, even though I try to make sure I'm always trying to stay relatable, but when you have millions in VTI, for example, and then you get $7,000, $12,000, $20,000 every time they pay out. That's how you able to continuously live like that, okay? And so when you guys dividends get up to that amount where it's someone's whole yearly salary or half of someone's salary, that is when you want to make sure that it's in the right vehicle, okay? So I just want to put that on you guys. So also, Bitcoin and crypto has been taken off. So there's two things to know about that. One, Bitcoin and Ethereum is the only crypto that I invest in, okay? I used to dabble around in the other things, but after the fiasco with FTX, I'm just good on the speculative stuff. Plus, guys, I don't like to expose myself to a lot of unnecessary risks. I already feel like options is the amount of risk that I'm willing to take. Okay, but with that being said, Bitcoin is on the rise. Two things come with that. It's a good thing because you guys still see that there's some life in it, but it's also a sign that the market is getting ready to pull back. So I want you guys to make sure you got your stop losses on, make sure you're managing your risk, making sure that you guys are protecting your capital, okay? So you can do a few things off of this, okay? Be locking in profit if you are in any of this stuff and it has ran up over the course of this last run up, okay? But also, in the event we begin to pull back, sell off, and or crash, make sure your stop losses is in an area that you can withstand, get out with still a healthy amount, and then it doesn't wipe you out completely. Because guys, we can always go back and buy these plays a lot lower and ride them back up. That's okay to do, okay? Don't get this long-term game twisted thinking you got to just buy and hold forever. You can't ever lock in profits. Lock in some of that, especially now that you guys see stocks can go down 80-90%. Okay, so Bitcoin is no exception. Although it's running up now, it takes nothing for it to come right back down under 20,000. Okay, so be mindful of that, but you could put a trailing stop loss on if you want to go for the ride until it begins to fall back, so that you don't feel like you left money on the table. Again, guys, these are all things you could be doing on your journey. Okay, with that being said, I covered crypto, Bitcoin, and Ethereum to be exact. Talked about stocks I'll be buying, as well as try to avoid revenge trading on your journey, okay? Listen, guys, all it do is leads to more misery when you do that, okay? Have a plan, stick to it, review it, modify it, but have a plan. That's what it comes down to, okay? With that being said, guys, we make videos like this every day. So if you like this one, make sure you check out the next one. Remember, most people see the end result. Very few consider the journey. Do me a favor. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys grab some free stock using my link below. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.